Welcome. Today must be Tuesday. And I'm here with my lovely co-host, Miss Shatrice. How you doing, Miss Shatrice?
Hey, world.
Yes, Miss Shatrice has been showing up week after week. I am so impressed. She didn't mess around and did a whammy on her job and told her, look, don't bother me, because I got things to do, and it worked. So that's what's up. I am so glad to see that she is showing up, hanging out with us on Tuesday. Man, we got a very interesting show today. So we're gonna get things rocking and rolling. The first thing I want to do is tell everybody why I'm sitting here in this blue outfit, okay? Because I know everybody trying to figure it out. Why is he in that blue outfit week after week? And the reason why I'm in this blue outfit week after week is because I am in solidarity to all of the healthcare workers that are out there on the front line taking care of all our sick and shut in that have COVID 19. Okay, I know a lot of people are really getting sick, and it's not getting any better. And I am so glad that we got people that are devoted to their craft and that are on the front line, taking care of our sick people, and it's a beautiful thing because I am so glad that they're devoted to their craft, and I'm in solidarity with them. I'm wearing this outfit, and when we get it all clear, the corona's gone, it ain't here no more, then I will change my wardrobe, okay? So I'm going to stay in solidarity with all the people that are on the front line that are doing their job, keeping us alive and keeping our loved ones alive, okay? Also, I want to give a shout out to all the pastors that are out there on the front line, praying for us and working with us spiritually, keeping us uplifted, keeping us motivated, and doing the things that they do to keep us, uplifted and excited at a time like this because we need spiritual uplifting. We need sometimes to be excited about something, and it's not a bad thing to be excited. It's a good thing to be excited. So I am glad and I love, all the pastors that are true to their calling, all of the preachers that are out there on the front line doing their job, keeping us spiritually healed at a time like this. And a special shout out to my mentor, Dr. Hunt. I love giving him a shout out because he's up every morning praying for me and for everybody else that he has watch over. And he brings a message every morning. Every morning. He hasn't missed a morning yet. 7 days a week. He don't take no days off. Dr. Hunt is out there, and he's been my mentor for 20 plus years. And I have been by his side. I got his back. He got my back, which is the way it should be. For all those folks that have a spiritual leader, you need to have their back. If you don't have their back, then you need to start having their back. Otherwise, stop calling them your spiritual leader. Yeah, I said that out loud, didn't I? Because I want people to understand it's a job, taking
Yeah,
care of folks, and praying for folks, you know. Uh-oh, something just happened here. I pushed the wrong button. All right, but we're going to fix that right quick. Um, so it's a job out here taking care of all of our spiritual leaders. And I just want you all to keep doing that because they need prayer too. They need to be uplifted. They need to be cared for. Okay? So I want you guys to pray and uplift your spiritual leaders. Okay? So definitely, let's see. Okay. There we go. Miss Chartrice, you back?
I don't know what happened.
Our technical difficulties. That's what happened.
Yeah,
Okay.
like,
Yeah. Yeah. I know it just dropped off. Just whatever it was. Hey, we hope it don't happen again. We'll just leave it like that. Okay.
that's
All
like,
right. Can you hear me? You got everything? Can you hear me okay over there?
Yep, I'm good to go.
All right, good. I just want to make sure we ain't do nothing that mess things up. Let me double check a couple of things. It looks good to me. All right, so we're gonna keep on going. And last but not least, I want to give a special shout out to everybody who has lost loved ones, in and around the world, whether it be the COVID-19 or to street violence, because I've been hearing on the local news that there has been a great number of increase in violence all across the country, everywhere. And I know it's a terrible thing because when you're in a time like this, it's not a good thing. When you can't say goodbye or farewell to your loved ones, and I know it's difficult the way you want to, and so just special condolences to all those that have lost someone. So, okay, that's my announcement. We got that out of the way. We're gonna move forward. Um, I tell you, we got a couple. Miss Chantrice got a couple of special fans out here, and I got to give a shout out right now before we get too started in the show. My brother all the way over in Delaware, Chris. Chris is on the line, and he's hollering, "Hey, Miss Chantrice, laugh out loud." Okay, so I just wanted to throw that out there because he's making it a special. Hey, he got to emphasize with the long not a short hay, a long hay,
Got
you
all the
know.
wives.
Yeah. Another special shout out to your dad. Clarence is on the line, so Chris, don't say nothing crazy because my father is listening. Even though you in Delaware, he know what part of the country that is in. He might come over there to see you, Chris. So don't mess up now. I'm telling you. Her daddy is very protective of her. So, just so you know, don't mess up now. Because her daddy is watching. So, Miss Chatrice, I know you were telling me right before the top of the show that there was some more violence in your area where you're at. You were just telling me about another relative that had just had a situation, passed away or something. Do you feel like you want to talk about it?
Actually, it wasn't a violent situation. Uncle Steve has recently lost his wife. We lost my auntie back in May, and she passed away last night. I, I can't say that was to be expected, but when you lose your best friend, not just your wife, but your best friend, it kind of hits home. Your everything is gone at that point. Even though you still got the kids and the grandbabies and stuff like that, that's kind of hard to deal with. But man, just definitely praying for my family and praying for all my cousins, Patrice, Marie, Virginia, Lisa, everybody. Man, I just pray that everybody finds strength in this situation right here. To lose their mom and then turn around and lose their dad, that's kind of difficult. Especially with a close knit family like that. So, man, just definitely keep everybody in prayer.
Yes, and special condolences goes out to your family at a time like this because I know it's very difficult, because especially with COVID-19 that's out here, there's a lot of people that are not able to, even attend a service like that because they got so many limits on everything. You're not allowed to have so many people in the funeral home or in the funeral parlor.
Way. Something that I ain't seen them do, before. I've never seen it. Maybe it was done before, but since the COVID situation, what they've been doing for the folks that have to stay at home, like the older ones that can't attend the funerals and stuff like that, they've been going live on YouTube, a personal YouTube channel for whichever funeral home is at, and making it where they're still able to attend the services from the privacy of their own home. I I thought that was, really generous of them because they didn't have to, even do a situation like that or come up with something like that, but they did considerate of other family members. So that was a plus to me. Yeah.
Yeah. We lost some of the audio for a second there, but we got it back. And basically what you were saying is something that you have never seen before, which is that the funeral home did a YouTube coverage of the service so that family members can see a whole to it, see a whole what was going on. So I just wanted to fill in that gap of missing audio that we had. We had lost the audio for a second there, but we got it back. Um, all right. And I don't take things like that lightly. When someone loses a loved one, one of the things that I always like to encourage people to say is often as you think of them, you keep them in your heart, you will be in remembrance of them always from now and forevermore. I've lost loved ones, and I keep them on the forefront of my heart and on the forefront of my mind just by thinking about them. And then, just like you doing, smiling, if I get a smile for no unknown reason, it's because I'm thinking about somebody that I know is still with me in my heart, and I carry them always, and it brings a smile to your face. I don't think about the fact that they're not here anymore. I think about the fact that they're always with me in spirit. So just little words of encouragement. Yeah. So you can hold on to that because you got a good smile. People have commented about your smile over and over again.
I said, thank you. I'm,
Yes.
I'm grateful.
Yeah. Amen. All right. So today is a big day in the movement of trying to do something about the situation in the country called racism and treating people of color bad.
Right.
Yeah, so what I want to do is remind everyone, because we still got about, 6 more hours left in this day, that today was a call of solidarity for everyone of color, Indian, Arabs, Asian, African American, Black, whatever person of color that you are. Not we, but I'm in solidarity with them, were encouraged to not spend a dollar anywhere in any establishment other than a black business, okay, or a business that is owned by a person of color. Today is Blackout Day, and they were talking about it back in around Juneteenth and even before then that they picked this day, which is July the 7th. And in solidarity, we wanted to send a message, an economic message across the United States from coast to coast, top to bottom, and let people know that we represent $3.9 trillion strong in economic dollars. And if we stop spending our $3.9 trillion that we represent, that you're going to have to start paying attention to our requests and our demands for equality of justice and fairness throughout the land. Because I don't know any business that can stand a boycott of all people of color not spending money. That was one of the biggest cries of this guy they call president. You know, oh, we got to get the economy going again. Oh, we got to get people spending money again. That was one of his big shout outs. Okay. He wants to get our money going into their pockets. Okay. You know, and today being a day of protest, I am glad to be a part of it. If you don't know a black business, just hang on. We're gonna show you two or three of them before the show is even over with. Miss Chartrice is a black business, and speaking of which, there we go. You can buy one of her books. Y'all see this book right here? Y'all can go on Amazon and buy her book. That goes directly to her, Miss Chartrice, and she got two of them. and she's got a clothing line, fake versus real. Okay, that big poster on the wall back there, is her clothing line. Okay, you can spend some of your dollar if you just jonesing to spend some money. Okay, she is a black business and she has products that are available for you to purchase on a day like today. Okay, Miss Chartrice, and then we have others that we're going to talk about when we get to my website in a few minutes. We're going to talk about them. But Miss Chartrice is definitely someone that you can spend money with, and you'll be spending money circulating dollars in the black community right now. So I encourage each and every person, and even if you didn't slipped up and bought something earlier today, that's okay. We still got your support coming up for the
Yes,
rest
God.
of the day. Okay, do not spend any dollars in any type of establishment unless it's a black establishment or a person of color. We're just gonna say it like that because that's the way the protest read. People of color are in solidarity on this day. People of color, because this government and this country treats us all bad. Okay, so there's nothing you can say about being, a person of color because they don't care about you at all. Okay, period. So, and if they did, it would not be so hard for them to come up with a plan for equality for justice. Okay, and that's all we talking about: equality for justice. Okay, and on that note, I want to applaud the brothers and sisters that were from Shreveport, Louisiana. They did a peaceful protest and a march all the way from Shreveport. I don't know if they marched from Shreveport, but they represented when they got to Stone Mountain, Georgia. I sent you that video. Did you get a chance to look at it?
I
Yeah, they
saw
was
that.
they was in unison. I'm telling you, them brothers look good. They walked all the way up to the doors of the Ku Klux Klan and told them like, "Hey, you want to threaten people of color? We here. Where you at?" Okay. And I thought that was a plain and simple message. I saw them on CNN last night, and
Yeah.
I tell you, they were very eloquent in saying that, look, we're here to answer any threats or intimidations that they may be throwing out trying to scare people. Hey, we ain't scared. Okay. And I kind of like the
When,
way that they did it. They didn't point no guns at nobody. Uh,
hey,
they just represented, and it was a beautiful thing. I enjoyed every bit of it. I'm telling you, I enjoyed every bit of it. They were really, really positive, intelligent. They was like, look, you just can't, jump up and start threatening folks, just for the heck of it. And that was pretty much in response to I saw a another video that was circulated right before the July 4th weekend, that the Ku Klux Klan had issued a threat, and it was a police alert because a police chief in one of the towns in the South had went on live and he read the alert. He says, "Look, um, the Klan and all of these militias have threatened to roll up on any crowds of black people and just start shooting." And they issued that bulletin alert throughout the states, and throughout many states, trying to encourage people to have their guards up and to be careful because of what was being said and what was sent out as an alert. So these people, they responded to the alert by saying, "Hey, we here, okay? If you want to attack some folks, we here. Attack us, okay? And
I
that's
wonder how that play out with the stuff that's going on today. I wonder, like, if God forbid something like that happen, but it's happening. and it's a different wind today. It ain't like it used to be. So if we was to flip the script basically and harm one of them, trying to protect ourselves, we know that's a self-defense situation all day long, but how would it be viewed in the eyes of the law? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of stuff I be thinking about because I don't know if we would get a fair treatment, even if we was just defending ourselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're
What
not
you
gonna
think?
get fair treatment. We're not.
Right,
You know, and I can tell you that without a shadow of a doubt, because basically what they were saying is they didn't do nothing no different than the guys, you know, that were walking around that were white with automatic weapons and rifles and pistols and stuff. I'm pointing them at nobody, but
right,
because they got, you know, black skin color or you know skin color that's not the same as the light skin color, you know, they're not gonna get treated the same. You know, matter of fact, what they try to do is they try to stereotype them, and they try to say that the Black Panthers are back. Okay, well, there was nothing wrong with the Black Panthers. The Black Panthers in the community was a very positive influence. They started nurseries, daycares. They started grocery stores, and they took
right,
care of business in on the south side, on the west side of Chicago, and other communities where there were majority of people of color. And they did a lot of positive things. And if you don't know about the Black Panthers, I mean, I lived through it. And I ain't talking about the comic book character, the Black Panther. I'm talking about the Black Panthers that were walking around, not being intimidated, and were exercising their constitutional right to bear arms to protect their families and to protect the people that they lived with. And they did a wonderful job. They didn't do anything bad. Of course, they were villainized back in the 60s and then eventually exterminated, you know, and they were targeted and killed by political figures in the community. They had, you know, they went after them. So I'm hoping that the same thing doesn't happen to these brothers in Shreveport, that they're able to, um, you know, represent and do
right.
what they're doing and not wind up with the same fate as the organization of those as the Black Panthers.
So see, when the police chief went live about the alert, he said be on alert. He didn't say protect yourself. He didn't say defend yourself at all costs. He didn't say that. He said
Mm-hmm.
just be aware. Okay, you can be aware, but if you approach, then what? You know what I mean? Like they need to, they definitely have to use their words and mean what you say and say what you mean. Because if you giving out a high alert to be on alert, but you're not saying the whole thing, y'all need to protect yourself. This can possibly happen. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a bunch of garbage. You know, you told us to be on alert, but you didn't say nothing else behind it. Just pay attention. All right, anybody can do that, you know. But what happens if this situation occurs, or what happens if that situation occurs? It's like more to the situation, more to the story.
Yeah, you just have to be careful, you know, that you don't become a statistic and become a victim, you know, of what's going on out here because, you know, a lot of things that are going on can easily backfire because they're not going to give us justice. They're not going to give us the same curiosity or show us any love, you know, for being out there doing what we do, like what they consider themselves. They're justified to be like that because they were scared for their life, you know, and that's the way that they pull it off. You know, when they do that, they justifies a whole lot of things. Oh, we was afraid for our life. You know, we had to shoot to defend ourselves, and that's not necessarily what happened. You know, but that's the way they're gonna explain it. That's why the way law enforcement have been getting away with killing so many of us because they said, "Oh, we were in fear for our life." You know, and that's what they've been doing to get away with it. You know, because when you say that, that puts a different spin on it. So, you know, you just got a black person standing there unarmed, you know, and you're armed police officers supposedly trained in hand-to-hand combat, and the first thing you do is pull out a gun and shoot somebody dead, okay, that's supposed to be justifiable homicide. Okay, something is drastically wrong with that. You know. Um, let's see. We are at 5:25. I'll tell you what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna take calls for calls. We're gonna go over here and do our commercial right now. My guest is MIA. I've been trying to reach her for the last hour, Miss Juan Carter, and something must have came up where she was not available at this time. But guess what? Me and my qualified co-hosts are going to carry you out for the rest of this show. So don't go nowhere. We're going to be here because she's got a lot of things going on that she does, and we're going to talk about it some more. Some of the plans that we got coming up in the future. I mean, I got plenty of stuff to talk about myself, and I want to talk about some Corona some more. So I got some statistics for you. So don't go nowhere. We got a lot more conversation to talk about. So the first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna flip over and so you guys can hear my theme song. I got a whole theme song, y'all, that I've been riding with for the last 10 years. I gotta, since Miss Shatrice look like she's gonna be around, I'm gonna have to get that rewritten so that Miss Shatrice can be in there on the theme song as well. Ain't no hip hop though, Miss Shatrice. We ain't doing no hip hop, okay? So y'all hold on. Here we go. Stand by.
Ask Dr. Ron, ask Dr. Ron. Whatever you're feeling, he will give you healing, he'll inform you. Ask Dr. Ron, ask Dr. Ron. Entertaining news, political issues, local and globally.
All right. I want to invite you all to go over to my website, ask-dr-ron.com. That's askdrron.com. And when you get over there, we want you to take a look at everything we got going on over here. We have, excuse me, we have when we come on the air, also a listen live. It'll take you over to where you can listen to there. You can also see some of the behind the scenes, groups that I have been working with or have been behind the scenes doing things with them. If you go there, you'll also see a tab for my mentor, Dr. Hunt. You can get a chance to see who he is. You've heard me talk about him. You'll definitely get a chance to see who Dr. Hunt is, as well as other stars and celebrities. Also, when you're looking at the site, you'll run across my advertisers. Now, my advertisers, all the advertisers that I have on my site right now are all black businesses. They're all doing something in the black community. The one that you're looking at now is National Block Club University, Mr. Dr.Ron Smith. I encourage you to go over to his website. You click on the banner. It'll take you directly to his website. Mr. Dr.Ron Smith has been working in the community for 20 plus years, and he has executed a plan that will keep us safe in our communities block by block. And he's got a plan, and he's always looking for people in every community all across the world that are willing to execute this plan, and he is willing to show you how to operate this plan so that you too can be a part of keeping your community safe. That's the young people, the seniors, and supporting black businesses all across the world. So go over to National Block Club University, and he will show you. Reach out to Mr. Ron Smith, and he will show you how you can execute this plan and make things work for you and your community. Also, over there, you'll run across another black business, Mr. Chief Nomo's Oasis. He is on the south side of Chicago, and he brings in products from the west coast of Africa. We're talking about moringa seeds, we're talking about oils, we're talking about soaps, clothing, all from the west coast of Africa and Ghana. He also makes alkaline water. And if you're interested during this time of illness floating around, he can tell you how you can avoid getting sick and dying from coronavirus. So give Chief Nomo a reach out, click on the banner. It'll take you right over to his website, and he'll be able to help you, help yourself and your family stay safe at a time like this. Also, you will find RRJ Web. RRJ Web is also a black business. If you are interested in taking your concept from your head to a web presence, RRJ Web, Mr. Ralph Jenkins, he custom designs websites, and he also offers maintenance. He also offers web hosting as far as URLs, anything dealing with web hosting and design. Mr. RRJ Webb is the person to help you with that. Mr. Jenkins has been with me for over 15 years, 10 plus years. He and I have been working together. He also hosts my website, and he does an outstanding job, of keeping everything on point. My website has not crashed not one time. Since he has been on the case, he checks everything out every day to make sure everything is working right. So that's Mr. Ralph Jenkins at RRJ Web. Click on the banner. It'll take you right over to his website, and you'll be able to talk to him, set up an appointment, and talk to him about how to get your website up and going. All right. And last but not least, Port Again Sam. Port Again Sam has been with me for over 10 years as well. And I tell you, Sam brings in some of the best wines and spirits from all over the world. And I tell you, you can't find them anyplace else except with Sam. Sam has a relationship with vineyards all across the world. And I tell you, I was not a collector until I met Sam. When I met Sam and he started turning me on to some cognacs and some wines that were exclusive, and I tell you, I got a collection now. I just tell you, boy, nothing but the best. You can click on this banner and you can go over to Sam's website, and Sam will tell you what he has. If you like sweet wine, if you like dry wine, if you like semi-sweet, he's got it all. He will find your taste buds. You can set up a wine tasting with Sam and make arrangements to get your new favorite wine, because you don't know it yet, but he's got something that will knock your socks off. So click on the banner. It'll take you right over to Sam's website, and you'll be able to check out what he has to offer when it comes to wine and cognac and spirits. He's got them. But I tell you, Sam does all the work. All you got to do is just find Sam and sit down and enjoy yourself, because he has done all the work to find the best. And I do mean the best. Also, new to the website, we have affiliates. Chicago Communicator News Media is now an affiliate of Ask Dr. Ron. That's Miss Wanda Carter. She was supposed to be our guest for today, and we were going to talk about this, but she's not available right now. But Chicago Communicator News Media, if you click on the banner there, and it'll take you right over to her website, and you'll be able to get a chance to sit down and read all of the things that she's affiliated with and all of the other affiliates that are reporting on the Chicago Communicated News Media website. Also, we have Soul Street Collective. Now, Soul Street Collective has started back working. If you're not friends with them on Facebook or Instagram, go over and become a friend so you can find out where they're performing at. They've been doing parking lot or patio shows. I saw them for the last 2 weeks. Miss Sonia, she has been on the show many times before. Go over and if you want to take a chance, and go hang out on the patio with Soul Street Collective, you can do so. All right. Now, also over here, you will find a banner or a tab that you can click on that will explain to you about cash crowdfunding. Now, we had the guest from Cash Crowdfund on the show on last week, and we had some technical difficulties, so we're going to invite those ladies back on the last Tuesday of this month to talk about, because they were such good guests, and I hate we had so many technical difficulties. But we're working through them and we're getting them straightened out, and we're going to have those ladies back on. So you'll find out some information about Cash Crowd Fund. Cash Crowd Fund. It's an opportunity to make some money or receive some money and to be able to share some money with folks that need money. Okay? And everybody needs money some kind of way. Ms. Chartrice is a member of Cash Crowd Fund. I'm a member of Cash Crowd Fund, and it works. I have received money from dealing with Cash Crowd Fund, and I am continuously supporting it. I endorse it. So we want you to please go over, click on the tab that says Cash Crowd Fund. It's right here on the navigational tab on the Ask Dr. Ron site, ask-dr-ron.com. You can go over and read all the information that's on the site. Fill out your contact, send us your contact information. We'll put you on our mailing list. When the events start back up, we will definitely let you know what's going on with our events and where we're going to be at. Right now, we ain't going nowhere because Corona's still out there, so I have not been making any appearances going anywhere. But definitely, when we start, we'll keep you informed. So that's ask-dr-ron.com. So check out everything that's going on the website. It's very informative. Support our sponsors. Support the people that help us bring information to you. And we are looking for you all to definitely get support, especially on today, because today is Blackout Day, and we're only supporting black businesses, okay? So now we're going to go right back over here and bring Miss Chartrice back. Hello, Miss Chartrice. You still there? I can't hear you. You still there? Miss Chartrice? Hello? We lost you. I don't know what happened. Uh-oh. You turned something off, didn't you? Can you hear me? Miss Chartrice? You can hear me, but I can't hear you. I don't know what happened. You did something because it was working before we went away. Let's see what happened here. I see you. I see your mouth moving. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know if I did something. Hello? Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, there you go. Now I can hear you. I don't know what just happened, but we got you back. Okay? All right.
Cool.
All right, good. All right, so now, once, like I said before, Miss Chartrice is a minority business owner as well. She's a female and a black lady, and she's got all kinds of products, goods, and services. And I tell y'all, we got to get her up on my website. We're gonna talk about that, Miss Chartrice. I need you to schedule a meeting with my people. My people need to meet with your people so we can get this worked out.
That's how it go, ain't it?
Yeah, because I know you got people. You got a lot of people, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good people.
yeah, good people. They look out for you. They make sure don't nothing happen bad. Yeah, yeah. So we were talking about the cash crowd fund. I know that you're a part of cash crowd fund now. You're a part of the family. So we're looking forward to getting you moving so you get more donations in. So some of the things that you're trying to do and that you are doing, you ain't trying, you doing it. You way past trying. You got it going on, and we want to definitely support. As we do support everything that you're doing. We talk about it and we make sure everybody knows where they can, find your fake versus real. But let's talk about that for a little while. Since we can't get our guest on the line today, we're gonna give a shout out to some of the people that we have on the line that are watching the show. So that we let them know that we see them out there. But tell us about fake versus real. Now, first thing I'm gonna throw you under the bus. This is the first thing I'm gonna do, okay? Because Miss Chartrice does not, improperly speaking English self like me, have sizes big enough to fit a full size man, okay? Now all the little cute people can buy stuff from your fake versus real, but I ain't cute and I ain't little, okay? So I'm just gonna throw you under the bus, okay? You ain't got no sizes for a full size man. I can tell you that now, okay? So now you fix it after that, okay? Now it's on you. Go right ahead, okay?
So I have been working with the company to get bigger sizes. They did manage to go up a 4X on the men's shirt. A 3X actually runs as a 4X. So I did post like size charts and things of that nature. I was able to get size 13s and shoes as requested. So that is a plus as well. Everything is just a process. They moving with me slowly but surely, but they getting it done. So I can't too much complain. I have put in a few requests for bigger sizes and certain apparel. Um, and different things like that. Different styles. I put in for different styles of things too. So they've been gradually baby stepping me to certain things. But my sales have picked up a whole lot, so that's a plus as well too. I did start customizing things as well, so it's not just my apparel that I'm selling. I actually customize clothes too. I customize shoes, shirts, hats, socks, bedspreads, everything. Anything you can think of, I could possibly make. And I'm just grateful for the companies that I work with. They have been really helpful to me. They made my life a whole lot easier as far as selling apparel and clothes and stuff like that. I'm just grateful. I'm all around grateful, you know.
So if I had a design, that I wanted to bring to you, you could actually take that design and put it on a piece of clothing.
I could take it and put it on a piece of clothing. I could take a picture and fix it how you want it, and put it on a piece of clothing, a pair of shoes, or a bag, or a bedspread, pillowcases, whatever. Um, it's multiple things I can do. A lot of people have been asking me to do a workshop on how I got started because the clothing business is growing rapidly. And I'm noticing that a lot of people are opening a lot of businesses and a lot of companies apparel wise, which is a plus if you can do it and if you know how to do it. So it is. They wanted me to do a workshop pertaining to how I got started with my clothing brand. And it's not a real long story, but a lot of people wouldn't even believe that I started my company off my cell phone. So they, when I say that, they ask me questions like, "What app you using and what you got, on your computer?" And I'm like, "Computer? Nah, I can make a shirt in the park. I can make a pair of shoes at work." Uh, multitasking, but yeah, I started my clothing line, my clothing business off of my cell phone in 2015, and it went way better than what I expected, so I kept going.
Okay. So, would you say one of the skills that you have or had is an artist? So you draw, so you can take a person's concept and put it on paper so that it looks like what they think it is, or is it something they have to bring to you in order to be able to put on your clothes?
First of all, I can't draw. Let's just throw that out there. I could draw a stick man. I could do that,
Okay.
or I can make a boy out of the word boy. That's old school. I'll leave that alone. But as far as me drawing, no, I cannot do it. What they do basically with the customized design, they may send me a picture and say they want it in a collage, so to speak, or they want it with multiple colors, or they wanted to say this or wanted to say that. Or they would give me something like a icon, something that's already out, a design or something like that, and they want it customized to fit them. Such as the Chicago Bulls design I completed last night. I have a lady that's having a 53rd birthday. I want to say 53rd. Please don't kill me, y'all, if it's wrong. But I think she's having a 53rd birthday, and she's a Chicago Bulls fan. So I have customized her Chicago Bulls shirt. She got a jacket, she got shoes, and she got jogging pants. Whole set from her daughter that wanted that for her mom. And when I sent it to her, she was just like, man, mind blown. She was like, it's dope. It's dope. They ain't got this in the store. My mama gonna be fly. I was grateful for that. Those are the types of reactions I like to see because I was able to help somebody do something that a business owner, not a business owner, but a store could not do. So I get joy out of doing that too. I like people wearing my clothes. I like when people tag me in my stuff, and just to get stuff myself in the mail, and it's mine. I'm fascinated. I be fascinated with myself, though. I be in the house like, but
Well,
it's mind blowing.
that's what's up. So, where do you see this going? I mean, where do you want to see this vision of yours winding up, fake versus real?
I want a storefront. I want a customized storefront where I can sell my clothes and continue to customize clothes. I like my design and I like my clothes, but I also like to put people's ideas where they want them to be. Because a person could walk up and say, hey, I got a picture of my dog. I love my dog so much. Can you put it on this shirt? I can do that. I can do a lot of stuff that a lot of people can't do. So I definitely would like to have a storefront within the next couple of months is what I'm pushing for within the next 6 months. And make it official. I'm already official. I'm gonna be 100 after that.
All right. Now let me do this right quick before you go any further. We got a couple of folks that jumped on the line since the opening of the show. We got Donald Green all the way out in Vegas. No, he's in Arizona. I'm sorry. Phoenix, Arizona. We got Miss Teresa Taylor. She's out in Las Vegas. She's tuning in, watching. She made a comment. Oh, that's nice. Donald said hello to he flirting on my show. Okay. We got we got Marshall Thompson of the Shy Lights is tuned in with us today. He says great show today. And Miss Teresa asked a question, or she's making a comment. Miss Chartrice customized face masks. Is that something you're gonna do? Are you doing already?
I just looked into that today. I just because I got asked, so I just looked into that today.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna have fake versus real face masks.
I'm gonna drop some face masks.
All
Yeah.
right. That's what's up. So Miss Teresa's right on point with it. She paying attention to the conversation. That's good. So let's see. Nobody else popped in while we weren't looking. Enoch, he popped in. I've traveled around the world with Enoch. He's a former cast member of the group Montu Dance Theater of Chicago. And I've been knowing that brother for almost 20 plus years as well. We've been around the world together a few times, so I'm always glad to see people that follow me religiously. My brother in broadcasting, Mr. Chris Bates, just popped in. Glad to see him. Um, Ty Johnson just popped in on the line. Glad to see him pop in. Good to see you guys supporting us on today. The show's almost over. We got about 10 minutes left, but better late than never. Mr. Bass, he's my brother in broadcasting. We want to get you a chance to put your information up there so that people can tune in to you as well, because he does a Facebook show. And when my co-host was unavailable, he was more than happy to fill in the co-host seat. But I'm just glad to have my brother and him doing his thing, because we've done this many, many, many years together ourselves, and we have a special chemistry as well when we're on the air. So definitely put your information up there where you can find you, Mr. Bass, and anybody else that's in the industry, Mr. Marshall Thompson. They call him the Godfather of musical groups, from the Chi-Lites. I know he's got something going on right now. Put your information up there about the video channel that features all of the singing groups from his era, the Dells, everybody, Dramatics. They doing, huh?
Was Walter Scott a part of their group?
Yes, he was. Walter Scott was the music director for decades. Yes, and he helped. Yes, Walter Scott. The music legend that just passed away. Definitely. You know, so always glad to see people stop in and say hello. He says a great show. We saw that earlier in the comments. Tommy Johnson is saying, enjoying you, brother, as always. And people like and share what you see. I appreciate when you all come and visit with us when we're live, but the show is still up. Like and share. We got a YouTube channel. You can go over to the Ask Dr. Ron, find the YouTube channel, share the videos. If they're not on social media, you can also share the link. Go over to ask-dr-ron.com. You will see some of the older shows on the website. So you don't have to be on Facebook in order to see the replay of the shows. You can go back and get you some popcorn and just hang out and see everything that's been going on the Ask Dr. Ron show. Even before Miss Chatrice, we got shows up there. But hey, now you can check them out since she been here, and notice how much better the show has gotten. See how I put that out there. You know,
Okay. I got a
yeah.
list of guys.
Go right ahead. Shout them out. Shout them out.
Quick. Y'all Chicago family, much love, respect. I see y'all. Danita Stewart, I see you. Mr. Cotton, Gregory Cotton, what's going on? Sharita Parks, how you doing, cuz? Arthur Vaughn, I see you. SC Cherie Brown, glad to have you. Thank you, Eddie, I see you. Hey, Auntie Donnie, I see Daniela Jones. Jahari, what's up, bro? Tyrone Sanders, how you doing, sir? Cousin Scotty Gang, what up, cuz? I see you. Tanya Robinson, what's going on, cuz? I see you. Rashid L, I see you. Thank you. Welcome, y'all. Everybody else on the line. Definitely all South Chicago family. I see y'all. Much love and respect. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Yes, definitely. Now look, we're getting close to the time where we got to get out of here, but I say this towards the end of the show because I want to emphasize this tremendously. I said it at the top of the show, and I'm going to say it again. Corona has not gone anywhere. Corona is still around. It is still making people sick, and it's still taking people's lives. I was looking at a report earlier before the show. We went on the show live from CNN. There are almost 3 million people, 3 million people confirmed that have corona. We are now up to 131,000 deaths in the United States with corona. Deaths, 131,000. And if you all remember back on Memorial Day and when all of the protesting started, all the experts said that by the 4th of July, we would have at least 130,000 people dead by the time we got to the 4th of July. Well, they were dead on the money. Today is Tuesday, and we're almost at 131,000 people dead from corona. And all the non-believers are now starting to believe. In case you have not heard, the president of Brazil now has corona. Okay, and he was one of those non-believers running around not wearing a mask, about all it's no big deal. He was of taking a page out of President, Trump's book. Oh, it's no big deal. It's no, and now he got it. Okay, and we don't know how severe it's gonna hurt him, but he's a believer now because he has tested positive for corona, and now he's starting to get the symptoms. And last I heard, they had took him to a hospital in his country to try and get treatment. And one of the people that have been trying to keep people safe and has believed it all along, but now she has contracted it, and that is the governor of, might be the mayor of Atlanta. I said governor, but I meant the mayor of Atlanta. She's got it. Okay, so the mayor of Atlanta is now quarantined. Her family, her husband's got it. And, I saw it on CNN last night. They interviewed her when she was talking about, how she tested positive for coronavirus. So it's affecting people. It has no difference on what your politics, your religion, you know, any of those things. It's affecting people far too great not to take this thing seriously. So, I just wanted to put those statistics out there and that information out there. I just wish that people would take this thing far more serious than what they are. We're getting ready to get out of here. So before we go, I have to put up my information for my co-host, Miss Shatrice. She's on Facebook at Shatrice Stafford. She's also on Instagram at Shatrice Stafford. She's also at Shatrice Stafford 81 at Gmail. And you can also find her here on this show, Facebook Live every Tuesday from 5 to 6 p.m. And now you all can go out there and check out how to get in touch with her on getting some of those face masks or fancy tennis shoes or fancy fake versus real, her books, get tickets to her movie and she ain't even finished making it yet, you know. but she got all of that going on. Miss Chartrice got it going on. I tell y'all, I am just glad she takes time to come hang out over here on the Ask Dr. Ron Facebook Live because I tell you, she got plenty of things to do. And Miss Chartrice, what do you want to say to the people? I know you got all this stuff going on. I know you got something inspirational that you can say to the folks today.
I definitely appreciate all the love and the support from everybody that support me, shop with me, all of the above. I just want to leave us a slight message for my Chicago family. Chicago family. We are all family in the state of Illinois, and Chicago is one of the biggest cities in Illinois. The violence is through the roof. The violence is through the roof, Lord, and it's getting out of hand. And it looks like the hotter it gets, the worse it gets. If y'all could come to some type of solution, I'd rather y'all get in the street with boxing gloves and box it out and put them guns down there because y'all getting out of hand. Much love, respect to everybody that just lost somebody over the weekend. And these last couple of weeks and weekdays, man, we definitely sorry about y'all lost. Send y'all condolences, love, and prayers. Y'all put some guns down.
I totally agree. We need to realize that when you point a gun at somebody, you don't really realize where the final destination of the bullet that you're shooting is going to wind up at. Especially if you're in the middle of trying to get away from where you at. You're not taking proper aim and proper protocol to even use that firearm. And a lot of young people are winding up hurt and it's not a good thing. You know, I think we had what another 80 some people in Chicago this past weekend to wind up hurt. Even in Atlanta, they had a little baby that wind up. They hit the news on yesterday. They got hurt over the 4th of July weekend. And you know, I know the people that listen to our show are not the ones pulling the trigger, but you know, we are the ones that have what they call the maturity and common sense. So we need to be preaching this message to everybody that we see. You know, be accountable for the guns that you have and the directions that you point them in. If we preach that message over and over and over and over again, eventually we might be able to save some lives and some people can survive what's going on out here in these streets in Chicago. You know, we got Chris Bates put his information up on the live feed. Appreciate it, Chris. Love you. Miss Teresa says, Miss Chartrice, I sent you a friend request. So she won't be your friend. Okay. I
Okay.
told you you had more fans than me. I told you. I told you.
I will
Every
accept
week.
that prayer request. Thank you.
Yeah, every week. It's another one that jump ship. Okay? You know, they came here for me, but they stayed because of you. Okay?
She
That's a
still love
beautiful
you. I
thing.
know she do. I know she love you.
Well, look, we got to get out of here. We're not going to keep you guys any longer than this. We love you, appreciate you coming out. Please, please take to heart the things that we're saying about Corona. Please take to heart the things that we say about, you know, being accountable for the guns and the weapons that are, you know, that we have control of, and encourage someone to be accountable for the guns and the weapons that they have control of. You know, come back and see us on next Tuesday, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it, Miss Chartrice. Take us out of here, please, Miss Chartrice.
We love y'all. We love y'all. We love y'all. Love is the key. Spread it, preach it, teach it. Peace.
Amen.